What is up, guys? Bet Records back here again with another DraftKings FanDuel fantasy football video. You already know it's me and Cole here for you guys again. Let's go ahead and dive right into this Week 3 matchup here. So Cole, we kind of talked about the matchups leading up into Week 3 here and kind of, our blowout takes. Who are we looking at based on those games and the matchups for our quarterback to start off this lineup here today?
I think we're already looking at Derek Carr. He's the best option, I think, for sure. He's been killing it these last 2 weeks, for one. 2, he's playing against a team that doesn't really have a quarterback in the Miami Dolphins. 3, he's super cheap. So I think we got to go with Derek Carr.
Yep, that's kind of who we, both kind of thought about there. We're going to go ahead and grab Derek Carr to start it off. I also brought up Daniel Jones just due to the fact that I grabbed him in my fantasy league just because he plays against Atlanta. I don't think that's a bad grab there either, but Derek Carr with that salary is definitely perfect there. Let's go ahead and start with running back Cole. If you guys didn't already check out our Thursday night video, definitely go back and check out that one for some more, tips and analysis for fantasy football DraftKings matchups. So we did pick McCaffrey for a captain. That one, hopefully that went over well here. Cole, who I already know who you're thinking we got to grab, but Cole, who are we going to grab right now for Week 3?
D. Henry. Let's go.
All right.
D. Henry's a god. He's a god, dude.
All right, so we'll go ahead and grab him there just because I hate Tannehill and that offense they're throwing the ball this week. I mean, they haven't been doing very well the past 3 weeks. The Colts do have a pretty decent offense as well, as talks came out for the preseason here. So let's go ahead and grab him. He is going to be, our most expensive player just due to, his salary there. We're definitely going to have to grab a lower running back later on in this draft. Do you want to do tight ends or wide receivers here, Cole? I'm kind of thinking tight ends just because there's so few.
I think wide receivers overall, but we could go tight end. Let's see how much is Darren Waller.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a look here.
That would be a great stack.
Yep, yeah, that would be a good one with Derek Carr, and you know that I like those stacks too, Cole. Dang it. I was leaning Hawkinson on this just due to him performing super great. He's Goff's favorite target so far this whole year, and he's a little bit cheaper than Waller. I agree with you just because you brought that up. Let's grab Waller for now. If we need to cut like $1,000 salary somewhere, that's I think where we're going to have to take it from. But let's go ahead and grab Waller. I definitely have him in a couple of FanDuel leagues as well just because, he's a baller and he's getting all the targets this whole season long. So let's go ahead and grab him for now here. Let's go ahead and go down on our wide receiver list a little bit here. Let's just kind of graze over Adams just because I'm still not high on that offense. We saw how well they did last year. What did Adams even get? I meant last week. Finally, like Green Bay showed up, but okay, you did get 16 points, a lot of receptions there, 9 targets only though. Kind of concerns me. I would like someone with a better upside there, especially for some cheaper, price ranges here coming down the list. Here's 2 of my favorite picks here. Cole, I know you got Lockett on your team here.
Just say Cup.
You think Cup? Here's my question for you, Cole, though. So we did look at these matchups going into this video here as well. We got Seattle playing against Minnesota and the Rams in Cooper Kupp playing against that Tampa Bay secondary defense there. Do you think we should just maybe take a peek a little bit lower here, or do you think we lock in one of these guys and run with it here? They're both tough matchups. What are your thoughts here?
I think we need to take at least one really good wide receiver, just like how we took at least one really good running back.
Yep.
And frankly, Tyler Lockett and Cooper Kupp definitely have the most upside this week. Cooper Kupp is just by far Matthew Stafford's favorite target, 110%, but they're also playing Tampa Bay defense that is – I know they're really good against the run. I don't know if they're great against the pass, but no matter what, Kupp is going to get the most targets, and he's going to be essential to what I'm assuming is going to be a shootout. Otherwise, Tyler Lockett, Minnesota defense isn't the absolute worst, but it's not the best. They also have DK Metcalf, he's got a big game coming soon for sure, because Lockett had 2 insane weeks these last 2 weeks. But I think I'd probably take Kupp over Lockett.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with as well. I think it's only $100 less, so we're not getting, that big of a deal versus the 2. My only concern for Kupp is Robert Woods, but I do agree this is going to be a throwout from the start to the end there. Minnesota with, Delvin Cook looking like he may not start in week 3 here. I feel like Seattle is going to come out on top real quick in that one. So let's go ahead and grab Cooper Kupp for this one. Let's go one more wide receiver, Cole. Let's see what we got for a balance in the top right here. We got 27.8, 100 there to still spend, about 5,500 per player. Do you want to go and grab a defense actually, or do you want to look down the list for wide receivers? I like picking defenses just due to their low salary cap.
We could do the defense, see what we can get.
Okay.
See how much
let's go ahead and take a look. Yeah, and 2 of my favorite defenses this week are Denver against the Jets, which is the top one, Arizona Cardinals against Jacksonville as well. I'm just going to take a kind of quick scroll through here, see if there's anything else that jumps out at us here.
We could even take
Carolina.
Vegas defense against Miami, considering Miami doesn't have anything really for quarterback, and their running backs haven't been able to put up anything. The only new thing that's happening in Miami is the fact that they're getting Will Fuller now. He's going to start playing this week, but he also doesn't have a reliable quarterback right now, so I guess we don't know. Would we be stacking too hard on Las Vegas? What's your take on that?
Yep, that was kind of my thought. I don't want to put all of our eggs in one basket, though I think you're totally right. It's at Vegas. Miami is trash. They have no quarterback right now. Myles Gaskin, I know you have on one of our fantasy leagues, and hasn't been performing that. Yeah, he hasn't been performing that well. I see opponent rake against defenses. Miami has been giving up the most points for defenses, and we saw Buffalo get 22 points against them last week after the Tua injury. Yeah. I think we do have to honestly grab him here. And, if we do have to come down to getting rid of Waller for that Hawkinson trade, as we mentioned, I think either way, whether we do that or not, I don't think we're overdoing it with that defense. I think there's a great upside there as well. So I think that's a good take, Cole. I definitely agree with you with that one. Let's go ahead and look kind of down the list here at running backs. Let's go ahead and take a look. We have about $6,000 for the average salary here. Of course, we're going to have to take some sleeper wide receivers and a flex position towards the end of the draft here. What are your kind of thoughts looking through the list here? I'm just kind of scrolling down. I'll have you pick the first running back, and maybe I'll grab the first thoughts of the wide receiver coming up next year.
I think Green Bay and San Fran's probably going to be that might be a running game, honestly.
Yeah.
Because San Fran – actually, I don't know. San Fran's only got like one good running back left.
Right. I don't know either.
What about Joe Mixon? Go up. Because they're using – Pittsburgh defense is pretty good. But
right. I know. That's why I'm kind of leaning that Aaron Jones pick. I mean, we saw how well he did Monday night. I don't think he will have another game quite like that. I think, he definitely will have a couple more 20-point games, but to get to that, 35, 40-point range again is pretty going to be uncommon for him. But I don't mind that matchup against San Francisco. It doesn't look like they've been doing well against the run so far this season. I know San Francisco in general, their defense just hasn't been putting up the numbers and stops as they have been in the past couple of years.
They're projected to be better than they are as well.
Yes. Yep. No, that's fair. I don't like Jonathan Taylor right now, especially with that quarterback question mark in Indianapolis this week with the double ankle sprain for Wentz. A report today of that left ankle just getting worse there. I think, Cole, I think we're going to grab Aaron Jones here because you know that we both like our better running backs. If we go down the list, we're going to get kind of the bottom of the barrel. We could take a chance with Tyson Williams or, let's say Damian Harris, which I'm fine with. But
Tyson Williams has not been doing terrible. Like, he's not doing bad. Even with Lamar Jackson as the red zone touchdown stealer.
Yep.
Tyson Williams still has not been doing bad.
Yeah, I just was looking here. 17 points week 1, week 2, 10 points. That is not bad, honestly. But they got 10 points against the Kansas City defense. He did have 1 fumble last week as well. That's not bad there. I don't think that's a bad pick either. We got about 5,600 for the remaining players. Let's keep Aaron Jones for right now and take a look at our wide receivers. Let's go ahead and look down in this 6,000 range to start out. We might maybe want to take a look, Cole. I mean, I
like Shepard.
I know you do. Shepard wouldn't be bad. We could grab Shepard, Marvin Jones as well against Arizona. That's going to be a shootout game. Arizona's going to run the score up. They're going to have to throw to someone in Jacksonville this week. Schuster as well. We did kind of talk about this because you have Deontay Johnson on your roster. It does look like he's questionable. Yeah. It does look promising he might play, but if not, Juju is going to get a ton of targets this week 3 here coming up. We did grab Cups, who no Robert Woods for us. We don't want to double up there. Antonio Brown's got the COVID, and no grabbing him this week. Cole.
How did Jamar Chase do last week?
Jamar Chase. Yeah, let's take a look and see. Yeah, he still got 12 points last week.
He still did well. He still did decent, even with Joe Burrow having a terrible game.
Right. Yep, Joe Burrow didn't throw a touchdown pass, I believe, last week. He had 3 interceptions, if I remember. We could grab a Claypool.
Also against Pittsburgh.
Right. Could grab a DJ Chark here as well against that same Arizona, team there. Cole, I'm going to give us 2 players here. Let you pick the deciding factor here. Let's try for one of these guys. We might have to take a budget cut here. Marvin Jones or all right, Cole. Shepard, Marvin Jones, or Juju. Who we taking with this one?
Shepard.
I knew you were going to say that. I agree.
Shepard's been doing really well. He's obviously Daniel Jones' favorite target. They're also playing a horrible Atlanta defense.
Yep, I definitely agree with that. I do, however, think this is the week for Saquon Barkley's return. We saw him come back a little bit and have a good workload last week. In week 2 as well, I believe he got close to 10 fantasy points in most leagues. I think against this god-awful Atlanta defense, I think this is going to be his comeback week. So we could have definitely swapped that for a Henry or Jones in our lineup as well. Something to consider for your personal ones. Yeah, go ahead.
Let me ask you this then. What if we got rid of Shepard and put in Mike Williams?
Mike Williams, Chargers. Yeah.
Yeah. He's playing against a Kansas City defense that, frankly, is not that great in general this year so far against the pass. And Mike Williams isn't technically the Chargers' number 1 wide receiver, but he's definitely acting like it.
Right.
He's behind.
Because you have Allen, right?
Yeah, he's behind Keenan Allen, but Herbert is throwing to Mike Williams a lot. I really like Mike Williams. I'd honestly rather take Williams over Shepard.
All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. We do get a little bit of a budget save as well with that $400, which we can use later. And just because they're playing Kansas City, it's going to be, Chargers are going to have to catch up with Kansas City. I think they're going to take a lead real quick into that game. So I think that's a good bet there as well, Cole. So got the flex and the wide receiver spot left here. Let's go ahead and take a look. About 5,500 for the average for both of those players here. Let's kind of just take a look at the flex position going down to that spot. We could grab Hawkinson still if we wanted to. They are going against Baltimore. I think Detroit's going to have to throw the ball a ton in that matchup. Let's just keep going down here. We're in the 6,000 range here. Gaskin, Jamar Chase as well. Wouldn't be a bad look there. Claypool, which with Devontae Johnson out, that might be a good one. Yes, that's true. And either way, Claypool's still getting those looks that we're looking for as well. DJ Chark I mentioned as well because we're going to have to be throwing that ball there. Davonte Smith, which I like. Go ahead.
Sony Michel, maybe. Because if Henderson's out, then Michel's a steal. Well, actually, never mind. They're playing against the Tampa Bay defense. That's like the best against the run. So
yeah,
forget about that.
No, let's not do that one. I'm trying to look for someone cheap here, dude. Like, I mean, even Kareem Hunt's down here. Because this is gonna be our flex spot. Do we want to do Rondale Moore this week?
It's not a bad option. Actually, yeah, that's not a bad option at all.
Right, they're playing against Jacksonville. He had a great game against Minnesota. He's going to be definitely getting some more looks after that performance here going forward. Let's go ahead and just plug him in here at that flex position. Let's go ahead and see how much budget we got remaining. 5,300. All right. Now, Cole, this is going to be the deciding factor for if we keep Waller or we go to Hawkinson right here, I feel like.
That's true.
We're going to look in this $5,300 range. Otherwise, I believe we can get to that $6,300 range. Since we're here now, actually, let's take a look. Hey, we could grab Marvin Jones or maybe Shepard if it's $1,100 there, you know what I mean? Or if we go down to that 5,300 mark. Let's see. We got some ugly ones. We got Cephas, who had a crazy first 2 catches of the Detroit game last week. And then he was quiet the rest of the game.
I don't like Cephas.
I know. These guys are ugly, Cole.
Yeah, I think we have to definitely switch them out.
All right. So, and in your guys' personal lineups as well, this is what you're going to kind of figure out. I don't think Gronk is a bad option as well, just because he is a monster target in the end zone there. But let's go ahead and grab Hawkinson just due to that $1,100 price difference. Cole, we might be lucky to get your
Shepard.
boy here. Yep.
Yeah.
Shepard over Jones?
Yes. All day.
Right. Cool. Let's do it to lock that final score in. We did use all of our budget with this one here. Cole, do you want to give us the summary to wrap this one up before we send her off here?
Sure thing. We got Derek Carr, who's been a beast. I don't think there's any other quarterback you should take right now for this matchup, honestly.
For that price, yeah.
Yep. Derrick Henry, the God. He's going to break through this defense just like he obliterated the last. We got 2 amazing running backs, I think, for this week, for sure.
Yep.
And then we've got Matthew Stafford's favorite target, Cooper Kupp, Mike Williams, who is underrated for some reason. And then Sterling Shepard, who's also been doing amazing. He's wide receiver 1 for Daniel Jones for sure. TJ Hawkinson, literally another favorite target for Detroit. And then we have Rondale Moore, the rookie, who's looking pretty sweet. And then the Vegas Raiders, their defense against weaponless Miami right now.
Literally weaponless, besides maybe a Fuller on a week 3 first start for him as well. So that'll be an interesting matchup. There's a ton of injuries, which we kind of wrapped through as well this week. So definitely going to be an interesting week 3 here. Hopefully this helped with your guys' lineup here for this week. Let us know on our Instagram. Go ahead and shoot us a DM or something in our latest post comment for this video. Some start and sit questions, who you're debating about putting in your flex spot. Make sure to leave us a follow there as well. Follow us on this channel for these type of videos all season long. Thanks to Cole, as always, for joining me, and we will see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace out.